Day 9 of my Narcissist Recovery. I should probably retitle that. I think I'm in recovery for a number of things now. There are multiple things I'm dealing with. Um, Throw some burnout in there and some other things that I'll talk about probably in a couple weeks. But for right now, it has been an emotionally grueling day. So I'm one of these people that, like, no matter what happens to me, like, I figure things out. But I worry more about, like, the people I care about and how things impact them. And so my crazy day yesterday it's while I'm okay and will be okay, it's got a significant emotional ripple on a number of people I care very, very much about. And I've had to spend my entire day today consoling them and helping them and managing them through change, while also dealing it with myself and just learning some really not bad, just validating, obviously, some truths around places where my values don't align. And I've known that for a while. And so it's sort of like seeing it all come to fruition and connecting all the dots, things that I knew were wrong. And I knew I sort of could see some writing on the wall, but really starting to connect all the dots and figuring out how far back it goes is disturbing, especially because it's hurting people I care about. And so clearly the empath in me has had a pretty emotional day, just taking care of the people I love. But I wouldn't have it any other way. That's who I am. And so I think that's also why I have such a hard time with this damn narcissist that I am ignoring, trust me, because it's like even if I showed up on his doorstep, I'd probably find something there I don't want to see. And again, he would be very angry, and I don't like I don't like dealing with him when he's angry, or when he's on his different fix. I don't want to see it. I know it's there. I'm sure it's a different fix every weekend. And so I don't need to see it. And I'm sure that's probably what I would have walked in on if I had caved and like showed up. But, yeah, same could be said here, right? He has no idea what he could show up to. And I definitely was up to some things last night that he certainly wouldn't like. So it is what it is. Today, I'm not feeling the relationship dating thing. I'll get back to that. Like, I'm sure, but like, I'm just not feeling it today, obviously, because my emotions and like all my energy is just compartmentalized into taking care of other people. And that's what I have to compartmentalize things. Like, it's like I can deal with a lot of things at one time, but like I also, like when I have to figure out where to spend my energy, I have to move from like one thing at a time. And so I kind of just have to get through this day. And then when I get through this day, I'm going to go to my dance class. I'm a terrible dancer, but I do go to this class with a number of women local to the area whom I adore and have become friends. And so I'm absolutely planning to go there tonight. I might still have a beer before I go. I was thinking it might be nice to just sit outside and have a beer. Not sure how that'll work with dancing and coordination later on this evening, but you never know. I got time to kill, and at any rate, I'm still planning on doing my thing, going out, going to my class, going to see the girls. And because I haven't been able to actually go to class the past month, I've had a lot of conflict. So it's good for me to get out and like show my face. And like, people needed to see today, people really needed to see that I'm okay. I think that was the biggest thing, is people worrying about me. People that are just very loyal to me. And it's like, I need them to know I'm okay so that they can do what they have to do to take care of themselves. And because I am okay. So the dating thing is a little like just not on my radar today. Although, I don't know. I've got a joke. I'll make it in like 2 weeks. But it's a good one. But yeah, I think I've had to defer the guy that I saw last night. And I'm not feeling it. There's some awkward stuff. There's something there that's not right. Granted, the crazy match is crazy in some extent, but then there's also some other stuff not a good match. And so I don't think I'll pursue it, but I'm glad I tried. Like, I think it's good to get out and try. I feel a little bit better about myself, and, kind of what I'm doing. But again, not going to lie, weekends are always the hardest in managing the narcissist feelings, nights and weekends. Although now the weeknights, it's like it's gone away for the most part, but the weekends are always tough because that's always when I saw him. I would always get like a text or a series of texts or some clues or a game or something, that would result in us often seeing each other and just blowing off some steam and having a really good time. And like, honestly, that's definitely something I would like to do. Not necessarily with him. I need to blow off some steam and have a good time. So that's still on the table, but weekends are hard. Going into the weekend, knowing that he's still the only person I want to talk to. Honestly, like the only person like I want to share anything with. Like, I can't, it's as much as you think I'm sharing on here, there's a lot I still keep to myself. There's a lot I process in my head that most people don't see. He has. And so like that's still where I gravitate and feel most comfortable, where I could be myself, even though I know he's not real. It's like I have to just accept and understand this, that he's not real, even though he's the last place I felt safe. He's the only place in my entire life I've ever felt like I can be myself. And that is even when he's being a jackass. And so like right now I miss him a lot, but I know what I miss isn't like really him. It's just some unguarded moments that he's had. But like, yeah, this is rough. Like, if I had my choice right now, like I said, I'd be in bed. I'd be in bed for days with him, just laying in bed like we used to do, and just chatting, and sometimes not chatting, just sometimes sitting in silence and being really, really comfortable with that. Sometimes that's all I need from him. But I can't have that. I have to just do this myself and torture all of you with my updates. But like I said, I think I'm going to be able to I think I'm going to probably expand the topics and the things that I talk about in a couple more weeks. I think I'm looking for the opportunity to get a little bit more creative and probably talk a little bit more in depth about just not just the narcissist, but like just being on my own and like all the different things that I've learned, and like maybe some things I can impart from that I've learned over the years to like be as okay as I am being on my own. There's a lot of like good material in there. I've got some good stuff about burnout and managing that, as well as kind of managing through your worst fears. And I've just got a lot of different things going on in my head, and I just need a couple weeks to get through things. But then I'll have the freedom to really talk more freely just about holistic things, life, right? Life as a single woman at 51, financially responsible for all things. And what life looks like at that point, and the things that you have to think about, but also how you get here, and the things I had to think about in my 20s and my 30s and my 40s, and whatever other women might be thinking about. And those are good things, despite the fact that I still was susceptible to a narcissist. There's a lot of really rich, good content about just surviving and thriving. And if the narcissist is like the worst relationship mistake I've made, it's because I'm an empath. It's because I'm so freaking smart and have such a big heart that like I'm susceptible to that. I still consider that a good day, as weird as that sounds. And the fact that I'm able to talk about it freely and I'm not still subjected to it, and I'm not like under that kind of pressure. I'm just missing a memory of something that may or may not have been real, but in this moment definitely isn't real. So it's a hard time right now, but I'll keep doing this, and we'll see how it goes.